Can you hear me now? Okay, let me just try and sort out the audio. Okay. Okay, how about now? Should be fine now. Okay. All right, okay. All right, so this is my first time streaming, so it's gonna be, just like a tester session. I'll get used to it as I go. It will get better and better, hopefully. Just testing out the delay and stuff like that. I've tried to put it on normal latency and no delay at all, so it should be good. Like right now, this is the best I can make it. So okay, so I'm a ICT trader. Okay, I've been trading ICT for about 2 years now. I actually have trading experience of 8 years, but I changed my approach to ICT about 2 years ago. And the reason for these live streams, I just want to, test my ability, share my trading journey, and help people where I can. Of course, don't take my ideas as gospel. I'm not a financial advisor, so this is for educational and entertainment purposes. Anything you do is on you, and I'm not responsible for any of your trades or any of your trading decisions. Okay, now that's out the way. I'm looking currently at the Nasdaq. This is my index future of choice. I just like the way it moves. I like its volatility, and overall, it's a good pair. It's got very nice structures. ICT's concepts work very well on it. I'm not really trading forex at the moment, simply because Nasdaq is moving far better than forex, and this is what I'm focusing on for now. Okay, so what I like to do is a top-down approach. So I'm looking at the daily at the moment. As you can see, last week, Thursday and Friday, we had two bullish days. Overall, so far, we are in a buy program, so the market is moving up gradually. We have buy side here and buy side here, which I'm expecting to be raided. Whether it be today or tomorrow, I'm not sure, but we do have buy side here, so I'm going to label it here as buy side. So BSL stands for buy side liquidity, and that's where I'm expecting the market to want to draw to. We have a volume imbalance, which I delineated off the daily time frame. So as you can see here, we have a daily imbalance on the daily time frame. It's a volume imbalance, and here we have a BISI, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, which was filled. We reached the consequent encroachment, which is the midpoint of this BISI, and then you can see how we reacted off it. We did close below it, but then afterwards we reacted off it. So this area has proven to be an area of sensitivity for price. So I'm not expecting price to want to go back down here. I would like to see it continue moving further up. We're coming into market open in about 40 seconds. So you can see here we have buy side liquidity, which I'm expecting to be potentially ran for at market open. And here we also have buy side liquidity. Whether it wants to take the two, I'm unsure, but this is our first area where buy side should want to draw to. Okay. I'm just gonna sync this in the layout to delineate it on the 15-minute as well. So we have two areas of buy side liquidity, and beyond that, if it wants to carry on going up, I'm not sure if it will, but price can make some very exaggerated moves to the upside, especially now that we're at all-time highs. It could continue going much further than what we expect. If I was to just label here this retracement on the 1 hour, we can see here we have the 0.5 standard deviation and the 1 standard deviation. So this is where price could want to go to. So we'll look at the 15-minute now. So we can see here, price took the 7 a.m. sell side over here and tapped into this BISI. So I'm going to label it because this is a significant fair value gap. So here we have a fair value gap which I would like to see price respect. By the way, if your YouTube if the quality is not very good, then you can adjust the settings on your YouTube. Just go to settings, quality, and just click on the highest quality setting that you have, and it should show a lot better. Okay. Okay, so my focus is on this buy side liquidity today. Just having a look at the okay, so we've got 10 a.m. high impact news, the ISM services PMI, so that's one to look out for. Okay. So we got the services PMI at 10 a.m., which is a smokescreen for volatility injection to move price. So if price doesn't go for our buy side target before 10 a.m., then we can expect 10 a.m. to be the catalyst to move it up. Okay, so we can see price now breaching this level and potentially going to take this short-term buy side. So we have this 15-minute fair value gap as well, which is significant. We can see here on the 15-minute we have a lot of price action going on. So if we were going to go down to the 5-minute, you can see it's a lot more messy. There's a lot of price action right now. It's not very clear. So when it's not very clear, I like to go up to at least the 15-minute, which gives me a clearer view. So we've delineated our buy side levels on the daily and the 1 hour time frame. So this is daily and 1 hour time frame levels here. And now we're looking at the 5 minute to see if the volatility gets price moving. So we can adjust our inversion fair value gap level. I would like to see this price breached and then continue to the upside. We've already taken the sell side, as I've already mentioned, so there's no reason why price would want to stall here. I'd like to see it move. But like I said, we have the 10 a.m. news, which price could be waiting for. Let's have a quick look at the dollar index, see what that's doing. So we see here so far, dollar index has been moving higher. It's taken my buy side level, which I had previously delineated here. And we're currently testing this rejection block. So if the dollar index wants to move lower from here, it should start moving lower from here. Now, if price moves lower on the dollar index just a little bit, this could cause a significant move on NASDAQ, right? So we're not looking at how significant the moves are on the DXY. We just want to get a feel for which direction the dollar index is going to want to go for. Have a look at the ES. Right, so the ES took the London low where the NASDAQ did not. So you can see here NASDAQ didn't take the London low, but it took the London low on ES. So this could be a potential SMT divergence. So this is a cracking correlation where price took the sell side, London sell side on ES, which is the S&P 500, but did not on the NASDAQ. So we can see here NASDAQ now breached that inversion fair value gap, closed above it. Let's have a look at the 1 minute now, see what that's doing. Okay, so this could be a nice trade to buy side here. So just having a look now. DXY is still moving higher a bit. Got the SMT with ES. We have a 5 minute fair value gap here, but I do want to see price continue moving higher. I want to see it respect this area as we already took sell side here. So this is the next buy side level. So just gonna wait for a little pullback if it gives it to me. If it takes it, then I'll wait. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to take a small buy position here, see what it does. I want to see it take this buy side level here. Because I would have liked to see it react a bit more significant to the upside of here. Doesn't look like it's gonna give it right now. So if it takes my stop, I'm gonna wait. The reason why I'm putting my stop here is because this is a breaker, so it should respect it. Right, okay, so that's taken the stop there. So price is a bit choppy this morning. So we're just gonna wait and see. So if price comes and tests this order block here, then it should continue higher. I don't want to see it breach below here. If it breaches below here, then I'm gonna step aside and wait and see what 10 a.m. has to offer. So very, very choppy morning so far. It is Monday, so this type of movement is characteristic of a Monday. So I'm looking at ES. It does look like it might have some more downside to go. DXY still moving higher. Zooming up to the 15-minute just to get a better view. So I want to see price respect that area. So we see price still trading around this 15-minute fair value gap. I don't want to see it breach the mean threshold of this order block. So should it continue going up, it should respect this 50% level of this order block. So first trade of the day was a loss. Stepping back and just analyzing the current sentiment. Right, so at this point, we got just over 15 minutes before the news release, the ISM manufacturing news at 10. So I'm going to wait for that. I'm just going to read price for now. Now, I was on holiday all last week. I was in Turkey, so I didn't trade all of last week. So just warming up to the markets, just getting a feel for what's going on, trying to get locked in. So we have this 15-minute order block here. So price could want to come down here and test it. So as I said, it's not very clear at the moment in terms of the direction. We have the DXY moving higher. We have ES in this consolidation. It's taken sell side twice. So we don't really have a divergence with Nasdaq at the moment. So this indicates to me low probability environment, because when the dollar index is moving higher, the index futures should be moving lower. But as we can see here, we are moving lower, but it's still in this consolidation. And we've got this order block here, which price seems to be reacting off. So price is currently between two strong levels. We've got this 15-minute fair value gap, which price has respected. We've got this order block here, and our downside level would be price potentially wanting to reach for this order block, and the upside I'm still focusing on 1777.5. So this is the level that I'd want to see price draw to due to our daily analysis. So currently we can see prices in a very unfavorable condition. A lot of chop. Okay, so DXY took, did it take the buy side? Okay, so created equal highs here, and now the DXY is moving lower. And we can see the Nasdaq is now moving higher again, reacting off of this inversion fair value gap. I still believe the draw is to the upside to take that previous Friday high. So we see it didn't take that low. Now it's moving higher. So waiting for the 10 a.m. news. So this is the thing that I struggled with. A lot of traders are struggling with is the waiting aspect of trading. So waiting for things to line up to give you a clear view of one-sidedness in order to qualify a trade. As you can see at the moment, Just a lot of chop, a lot of chop. So traders are getting chopped here. I took a trade off this inversion fair value gap. It failed because it had already taken this sell side and then reacted off of this 5-minute fair value gap once again. So at the moment I'm on the sidelines and I'm just waiting for what price wants to do potentially. Waiting for the 10 a.m. We know that time is the most important aspect in trading. Time over price. If we're expecting volatility surge at 10 a.m., then we wait for 10 a.m. Okay, we can see price moving lower now. DXY is just in this tight range at the moment on the 15-minute. So if it starts running for sell side, like I said, this order block is a very likely level to get reached for. So Monday is usually a manipulation and accumulation day. So this buy side might get left here for Tuesday, Wednesday, and we might continue to see lower prices for Monday. See, now we're below the midnight open. Next sell side level is here. So expecting price to reach for at least 17,674. So minus sell side here. I'd like to see this fair value gap get left open and then price just run for 17,673.75. This would, if this gets left open, this would indicate to me strong downside. So we've got this previous 15-minute fair value gap, which price may want to use as an inversion. Okay, price has now come back into this fair value gap. Bearish breaker. Let's see if price wants to continue moving down or it wants to continue its range. Very, very difficult read this morning. Got my eye on this civvy. Okay, price has now reached for that 15-minute fair value gap. So looking to see if we can get a further reaction to the downside. I want to see that pressure. If it fails, then we're likely to continue going higher. Dollar index still in its range. ES also in a range. Bond market also in a range on the daily. Right, so I'd like to see price react off this and then take this sell side. Should it fail and continue to go higher, like I said, buy side is up here. Just waiting for that volatility injection now. We've got about 3.5 minutes for the news release. Add 1, 2, 3, about three. We had 3 drives lower into this BISI here. Left this sell side intact. Still 50-50 at the moment. Should it want to continue going lower, it will not go past this order block here. Should it want to go higher, then price will not will begin to go higher from here. We drop below the midnight open. The daily is still bullish for me. So let's see. I'm just gonna get this out of the way just to clear things up for me. Relative equal highs here. Okay, 30 seconds till the news release, and we see what happens. Okay, dollar index going higher with strength. $17,673.75 should be the draw. Also targeting that 15-minute order block. So we see how price respected that order block here, that bearish order block. Now going for that sell side. Just fell short of that. I'm expecting a drive into that. Retail would be seeing this as a support level. I want to see price breach it. So okay, so you see how price used this level to get people thinking it's support, get retail thinking it's support and get long, and then it takes the stops. 17,653.75 is the next downside target. Dollar index still moving higher with buy side at 104.56. equal lows here. Price is going to want to gravitate to that. Next sell side level. See? Okay, it's been taken as well. So it's taken two sell side levels here. It's the Asian low and the London low. We have this order block here. So I want to see it tag that order block on the 15-minute. Okay, that's been tagged. Look at the sensitivity off of that order block. Look at that. Bodies staying above it. And then we get a push higher. Back above that sell side level after it was raided. Tag the order block. Got an inversion fair value gap here. See if price wants to tag that. Yes, taking its sell side as well. Okay, so I'm going to take a small long position here. Stop here. Targeting and here. See if that works out. So I want to see it breach this inversion fair value gap. So getting very close to the stop here is taking this short-term sell side on the 1 minute, getting close to the stop. I'm gonna wait and see if it's gonna go higher from here or it's gonna take the stop. Okay, so that stop's been taken. Thinking I might want to reverse the position. Got 1 hour order block down here. Price could wanna draw to that. 17,624. Should price tag this order block. I'm just going to take a quick uh, turtle soup buy off it. That's going to be the last attempt for this AM session. Okay, so price aggressively moving lower right now in tandem with the DXY going higher. ES also going lower. Now tag that 4-hour order block. So I'm going to take a quick long off here. The 607. So my stop is going to be here. Okay, so I'm going to take partials here. Going to move my stop. Okay, so I'm going to close some more order position. So I'm looking at this fair value gap here. I'd like to see price breach it. I want to see price breach it now. I don't want to see it stall any longer than this. If it does, then I'm going to close the remainder of the position. I want to see the candle breach this candle here. This last 1 minute candle, I want to see price aggressively breach that. Okay, so far so good. I take another partial there. See, I don't like this price respected that consequent encroachment. So I'm going to move my stop to break even just to protect the remainder of the position should price go against me. I'll let these two contracts run. Okay, so I'd like to see this candle here close above the fair value gap. I don't want to see it stall any longer than this. Let's have a look at the 5 minute. I want to see strength here. I don't want to see it just be sluggish here. Okay, so the logic of the trade was sensitivity of the 4 hour order block. Let's see if it wants to keep going. I'm going to take another partial at this volume imbalance on the 1 minute should it get there. The algorithm likes to refer back to these levels, so it would make sense for me to take a partial there. So I'm just going to wait for that. I'm going to tee off if it gets there. Getting close. There we go. That's good enough. Okay. So I got one contract remaining. And I'm going to let that run, see if it wants to get to my target. So I had two stop outs earlier. I've pretty much made that back. This for me was a high probability trade. I like to take these kind of trades. So from my entry, we've had 28 handle run in my favor. Okay, I don't really like what it's doing here. This is the last area I should respect. So if it wants to tag this order block one more time, let's reclaim this order block and go up. If not, then it's probably going to continue going down either way. I've secured profits and I've only got one contract remaining, so I'm fine with that. I'm fine with making money even if I'm wrong. So you saw me weather two stop outs and then get a nice trade for 28 handles to the upside. See how we reacted off of that volume imbalance here. Just tagged it, but I'm expecting price to go higher from here, to be honest. So I'm just going to wait on that DXY retracing. Yeah, so I'm thinking it's going to continue going higher now. So I'm just going to leave that one contract open. As you can see, this is a live market condition. It's not market replay. Okay, looking good right now. Just going to leave that. So this will put me in a decent profit for the day. Not the best of conditions, but still able to find our carrot for the day. So you know how we're reacting off of this 4-hour order block here. I'm going to be a bit conservative today. I'm just going to put my take profit there. Should I want to get there? I'll be done with it. Not really enjoying this market condition today. I would have liked to see more aggressive run to the upside, but it's looking like the weakness is going to continue. So if it doesn't take my stops now, if it doesn't take my stop now, then I'm just going to close it. Okay, getting very, very close. Notice how we've respected this fair value gap. Okay, so there we are. That's the trade done. Whether it's gonna carry on going down from here or consolidate for a while, I'm unsure because we've reached a significant level and we don't know if price wants to breach that. But I do not see price going any lower from here. Okay, so we respected that mean threshold. Respected mean threshold of this order block right now, but I don't see price going any lower from here. But if it does, I'm just gonna see where it goes because I don't have any lower targets in mind at the moment. Got this volume imbalance here, but got 1.5 hours left for this AM session, so it could just retrace. See, it's my first day streaming, so in my mind, I'm thinking I want to do some tricks for my viewers. I want to, you know, I want to prove myself. I want to show what I can do. But it's Monday, and I would rather just listen to the analyst and not push it. But you know, let's just see. Let's see what happens here. I don't see price going any lower than this, to be honest. Looking at 5 minute. So I'm gonna wait for 11 a.m. I'm gonna wait and see what 11 a.m. because 11 a.m. usually forms some sort of retracement. So this could just consolidate or go a bit lower, take sell side one more time. So I'm just gonna wait and see. I'm not in a rush. So we don't wanna go too crazy. Not on a Monday. I'm thinking this 1 hour candle closes and we get a retracement. Just have to wait and see. For me, this short here, to go short here for me is not not something I would consider at all. It's just messy at the moment. We already had this strong downside move and then followed by that upside. If we just measure where we're at, so gone into a discount. Look at our OTE levels. 62%, 70%, 79%. Okay, so the dollar index is moving higher now. ES, it's like moving slightly lower. Got this fair value gap here on the ES. On the 1 hour, I'm expecting price to close inside this. It would be quite strong for price to close above this consequent encroachment of this fair value gap. Should it do that? If it closes outside of this fair value gap, then we most likely will see continued lower prices. But I'm expecting 11 a.m. to still offer some sort of retracement. These levels are within this 15-minute fair value gap. So this could offer a strong level for retracement. So we see we're coming into our 70% retracement, which ICT considers the sweet spot for trades. This Fibonacci tool was measured off of the 1 hour, as you can see. Just want to have a quick look at the daily once more. Don't know why that volume imbalance disappeared. Put it back on. Just don't want to make the chart too messy, but still it'll be good for you to see it. See that 15-minute fair value gap tagged along with the sweet spot, which is the 70% retracement level. See that strong sell side run on the 15-minute. See that 11 a.m. retracement take place. I'm expecting it. I've seen it so many times that more often than not it does give it. So here I just want to observe with you the sensitivity off of that 15-minute fair value gap along with the 70% retracement level on the Fibonacci. We want to see how sensitive that level is. See, my bias was long at the beginning of the day because of that daily time frame. But Monday usually does offer that manipulation to the downside, which it did. We didn't take any shorts. I got stopped out on 2 longs and made it back and a little bit extra on 1 long. So I want to see what price does at this level here. See, look at that sensitivity right now. See how price is trying to breach it, but it's just literally just taking stops for early long stops. And it looks it's like it's setting up for that retracement that I'm looking for at 11. This is New York time, by the way. All my charts are set to New York time, just in case yours aren't. So when I'm saying the time, I'm referring to New York time, not my local time. Everything moves off New York time. Okay. So I am based in the UAE. Just in case you can hear the prayer in the background, there's a lot of mosques. It is a Muslim country, so you're gonna hear it's called the adhan. So it's the call for prayer. and usually at sunset and nighttime, it's not just call for prayer. They also have the whole prayer on the speaker. So just in case you can hear that, it's not in my house, it's outside my villa. So okay, look at the sensitivity off of that 15-minute fair value gap. Very, very nice. Volume imbalance. At this point, I'm not expecting price to react off of this and continue going lower. I'm expecting price to continue going higher. I just want to see it offer me some sort of entry, and my stop would literally just go here. But I'm gonna go in with two contracts. Should it give me that entry? I'm not gonna risk too much here now, just because I already made that money back on the third trade. So it's not good money management for me to just go with the same amount of contracts one more time. If it doesn't give me the entry that I'm looking for, then I'm just gonna leave it. I'm not gonna chase price. I would like to see price come into this volume imbalance. Look at that, very, very nice. Just look at that. Look at that reaction. Look, one, two, takes the stops and then makes its way higher. 70% retracement level along with 15-minute fair value gap. Look at this inversion fair value gap here. So I've been streaming for about 99 minutes so far. Um, I mean, if it's been good, then I'd appreciate just letting me know if it's been useful to you in any way. If because I'm thinking I'm gonna keep streaming and see how it goes. It's literally my first day streaming, so that's why the viewer count is so low. But if it's been good, share it with your friends, share it with your circle that trade. Just it helps that it helps me, supports me, lets me know that people are liking these streams, so I'll keep doing them. If there's a demand, then I'll keep doing them. You've seen me weather two stop losses. I'm literally putting myself on the line and showing the good, the bad, and the ugly. So Little support wouldn't hurt. So to me, it looks like it's going to go for this volume imbalance here. See how it reacts. Getting close to 11 a.m. I'm actually giving you some golden nuggets in this stream. A lot of traders struggle with timing. Timing is the most important aspect, and I've literally dropped some gems in here. You might have not been aware of them, but I've dropped some serious gems in here. And you got to realize it's my first time streaming, so nerves, take their toll. I would have probably avoided those two stops. If I was trading alone, I would have probably avoided those two stops. But because you're watching me, and I'm sort of my focus is torn between it's split between my talking and my focus because I'm not used to talking while I'm trading. You know what I mean? So usually I'm just taking notes and just hyper focused on the charts, but because I'm talking at the same time, you know, it's not easy. So respect to all live streamers out there who've mastered, streaming and trading at the same time and are still very profitable. I respect that a lot. Okay, I'm expecting price to tee off here. I'm expecting it to carry on. Yeah, I'm expecting it to carry on going higher from here. Again, major takeaway from this. Look at the sensitivity. I'm going to keep repeating it because you need to understand the effectiveness of this. Just look at that. You watched me place my fib, measure out the fib, tell you that this 70% retracement level is the sweet spot, along with this 15-minute fair value gap, and then look at the reaction. If you had taken the trade off here, let's say that did happen. We can see that this did happen. But if you were to take the trade off here and just place the standard 10 handle stop, look, so you would have taken the trade off here, 10 handle stop, it wouldn't have come close to your stop, and you'd still be in the trade. And you'd be up 26 handles. So 1 to 2 standard. Very simple. No head and shoulders patterns, no moving averages, no RSIs, none of that. Just pure price action. Time and price, and understanding of algorithmic concepts. Nothing else. And using other pairs for correlation. So we can see you can see I've been looking at the ES, I've been looking at the DXY. See the DXY moving higher here. So we had that cracking, we had that at the beginning, we had a cracking correlation. It wasn't correlating, price was ranging here, and then once it started aggressively moving higher, we saw Nasdaq aggressively reprice lower. So I would say it's not bad for my first stream. See, I would have liked price to just come into this volume imbalance here and give me a nice entry, but it didn't do it, and it is what it is. But we can see that the analysis concepts are still very powerful and they speak to me with a lot of clarity. I would say the only thing that affected my performance today was nerves, wanting to perform for the audience, but it is what it is. You can see this retracement taking place. From hypothetical entry to here so far, 36 handles. If you want to measure this wick, 40, just under 40 handles. So that's a very nice trade. And like I said, stop would be 10 handles, 1 to 4. 1 to 4 are. I'm thinking price is going to reclaim this fair value gap here. It would make sense because there's liquidity resting above these highs. I'm going to tee off here. I'm going to take a buy. If it comes down a bit lower, I'm going to add to the position as well. Okay, I'm going to add to the position here. Going to place my stop here. Okay, I'm going to take 2 off there. This is just a quick scalp because I was looking at these highs and I was seeing it very, very interesting for me. And let's see if it wants to go higher. I'm going to put my stop right there. Okay. And I'm going to take another partial. So I only got a little bit at risk. I've made good profit for the day. You know what? Yeah, it's gonna see. It might take the stop. Very, very small. Made profit on that trade. Made about, I think it was 350, and then just stopped me out at 42. So just a quick scalp there because I didn't take that trade from the bottom. So just added a little bit to my P&L. So I took, I think it was two contracts off here, and then took another two contracts here for a little scalp. It was a 10 handle run. But I took 8 pips, eight handles there. Also, just a quick tip, high frequency trading algorithms don't really look for these big moves, okay? They look for clean highs which have blatant liquidity, so very, very clear levels of liquidity. So you saw me here to hyper scalps. That was literally high frequency trading. That was like I literally did what a high frequency trading algorithm would do, which is take a trade off here and then just exit at the highs, the majority of the position. So there's absolutely, nothing wrong with that because, that's what high frequency trading algorithms do all day long. So, and I think that's gonna be it for today. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If it was useful to you, please let me know. And yeah, I'll see you again tomorrow. So subscribe and put the notification bell on so you know when I'm streaming. And either way, I'll just drop the streams on Twitter and Telegram and all of that stuff. Okay? So enjoy the rest of your day and I'll speak to you tomorrow.